Thank you.
It's nice my husband can watch it when he's not here.
That's what it's here for.
It's nice. I enjoy it.
Thank you. I gotta go That's not unexpected. That's all right. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Is it comfortable?
See how it is going down the stairs. My aunt remembers. We were pushing around the wall.
Now, in goal, number 30, Connor Medeiros. At forward, number 9, Josh Miller. At forward, number 21, Chad Holmes. Also at forward, number 10, Billy. Defense, number 8, Ray Ransom. Finally on defense, number 11, Matt Wall. And now the starting line for your half the rest of your D1 team. And now the starting line for your Monomoy national. In goal, number 1, Jack Digno. At forward, number 11, Wyatt Archibald. On defense, number 10, Kyle Gavin. Also on defense, number 9, Cole Curry. At forward, number 5, Kenny Archibald. And finally, at forward, number 4, Noah Tangler. We now ask everyone to rise and remove your hats for playing of our national anthem.
Well, pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hyannis Youth Community Center for this newest edition of Cape Cod High School Hockey live on YouTube. I'm Jim McCabe. I'll be providing play-by-play for this one, this contest between the Dennis-Yarmouth Dolphins of the Atlantic Coast League and the Mashpee Monomoy Monarchs of the Cape and Islands League. Mashpee Monomoy has played 3 games so far. They lost the first one to Nauset 3-1. They beat John Paul II right here at the HYCC by a score of 2-1. And in their most recent game against Wareham Carver, they eked out a 3-2 win. So Jack Daniel now has then averaged exactly 2 goals per game, a 2 goals against average, with the 3 goals given up against Nauset, the 1 against JP2, and the 2 against Wareham Carver. We are underway. It is Mashpee, the home team in this one. Of course, Dennis-Yarmouth calls South Dennis home. They play in Tony Kent Arena. And this is, of course, then a road game for them. They are wearing the interesting, do we even say those are gradient jerseys? Those are just some of the nuttiest hockey jerseys I've ever seen. It is a mixture, this is the best I can tell you, between green and white, primarily green though. And of course, Mashpee Monomoy, the home team, the white jerseys, the black pants, and the dark blue shoulders, going from left to right. Dennis-Yarmouth starts off on offense here. We'll tell you, of course, more about their schedule here as well. I get a second, and it's backhanded along from shallow in his own zone by Ray Ransom. Now with the puck is Griff Feely, and right there at center ice, it is dumped into the Mashpee end by Matt Walsh. But Daniel's going to put a glove on that, captain for the Mashpee team. Well, let's first tell you, though, in the game for Mashpee against Wareham Carver, it was Kyle Gabri getting the first goal, and then it was the Tambolios, Noah and Lucas Tambolio, scoring to give the Monarchs that 3-2 lead over Wareham Carver. And Daniel, again, making his 4th start in a row here. It's a couple of goalies that have been the exclusive starters. On the other side for Dennis-Yarmouth, it is Connor Medeiros with the puck in his own end, and it's sent ahead by a Dennis-Yarmouth player, and then all the way down for icing. Got at least one number on the Mashpee, on the Dennis roster. That let's see if I've got that. Number 7 appears to be a new one, so see what I can do about finding that out, but unlikely before the first period. Of course, if you want to hit me up on Twitter, that's Jim_McCabe_40, which is where you got this link from. So that's probably where you're at right now. So let me know if we can get the info for number 7, Dennis-Yarmouth. Didn't get a chance in time to check that one out before the game. And so we'll see what happens here. Kind of flexible to move around the crowd a little bit. Daniel puts a glove on this one as it's once again covered up in the Mashpee end. So it's always a little, the crowd placement a little bit different here than it was last week for the game between Mashpee and John Paul II. Got almost like a moving soccer wall. So I'm going to move my equipment over just a little bit, and I can move around a little bit freely with the cell phone, so that's what I will do. Puck rolls and jabbed at in the neutral zone. This puck will bounce over to Caleb Tully. Tully bumped a little bit on the near side wall by Lucas Garneau. Garneau. Lucas Garneau with that check. Garneau's got it here, makes a nice move, and he'll just send it out to center. Actually, that was number 10, not 20. Sorry, that's Kyle Gabri. Had the 10 and the 20 confused. Garneau, that pass attempt to, but he hopped off for a change. Another icing on Dennis-Yarmouth, and that time you heard the coaching staff for DY say red line. Get the red line, guys. That's second, third, or fourth icing. We're starting to rack them up here for Dennis-Yarmouth. In this first period, 0-0 the score. Cam Archibald to take this draw for Mashpee, and participant for Dennis-Yarmouth there just a moment ago was Josh Benoit. I assume how we'll say that name, Benoit, captain for Dennis-Yarmouth, and the Dolphins were able to control that, and now it's skate along the near side wall into the Mashpee end. It is back for a shot by Benoit, or the save made by Gagnon. A couple of French names there. One making the save on the other. With the puck for Mashpee is Noah Tambolio. Ran into some traffic. And some pressure here from Dennis-Yarmouth, but it looks like the Monarchs will be able to escape. Very slow developing 3-on-2 here, but that's neutralized as Cam Archibald just dumped it in and headed off for the change. Still Mashpee getting the puck deep and now trying to set things up here. Nolan McGovern fed it along the near half wall to Noah Tambolio, and then it was sent around the end boards. Goes to the near corner, and it'll be picked up by Dennis-Yarmouth as Matt Walsh plays it along, but not cleared by DY. It's Noah Tambolio getting into a little quiet space and then pulling that puck away from Griff Feely quite nicely, but then taken away from him on the far half wall. But Dennis-Yarmouth's clearing attempt initially was kept in by Jack Stone, and then on the follow-through, it was DY getting it out. Played back in by Mashpee, but not much pressure here for Dennis-Yarmouth to at least get it into the neutral zone. Ray Ransom got rid of it and then got dumped by his opponent there. That was Tom Doobie for Mashpee. Good action here to start things off at the HYCC. Played off the near sideboards, and who wants this puck? It's over to our left now, and it's controlled by the defense of the Monarchs, and it'll be played off the end boards. Mashpee trying to go near side wall. Pumped towards the middle by Ransom, but then kept by was gotten out by Mashpee. Chugged along the near side boards by Lucas Tambolio. Tambolio gets to the puck, centers off of the stick of Zach Weber for Dennis-Yarmouth. And now this pass looks like it's going to be too far for Trevor Luke, and that is another icing call on Dennis-Yarmouth. They have been racking them up here to start things off. In this one, Dennis-Yarmouth took a loss against Rockland, 3-1 the score, and this is their third game. They tied Nantucket rather 2-2 in their home opener. That was on Saturday. Turnover here, and then a little bit more. Lucas Garneau sent Abe McCormick down to the ice. Kind of made up for his, I guess, turnover there. Puck goes through Caleb Tolley. Tolley gets it out the center, and a penalty's been called here. As Dennis-Yarmouth was trying to get into the Mashpee end. Let's see who this is on. There was a few players bunched up there, and this is on Mashpee Monomoy. First power play of the game belongs to Dennis-Yarmouth. Josh Benoit feeds it to the near half wall and has it back straight away. Shot scooped up by Daigneault. Here's the crowd at the Hyannis Youth Community Center. We'll find out who's supporting whom here, but based on the number of logos I saw people wearing, looks like maybe it's about half and half. Benoit, with just about 90 seconds on the power play, drives this one off the end boards, and it'll go to Wyatt Archibald, who shovels one as far as the line. It's gloved down there by our friend number 7 to Josh Benoit to the near side. Shot attempt by Griff Feely was blocked, and he'll get it right back, and back for Benoit. Advancing, shooting. Way too much Mashpee traffic in the middle. Distributed far side. Griff Feely does get it back to the vicinity of Benoit, but not close enough to be kept in. And now just a minute left on the power play. Benoit can't get past the Mashpee line. Feely has space. Finds some more space. Gets into the Mashpee zone. Drops it back for Benoit. He gets away from Archibald. He'll rip one. Oh, I thought Daigneault made the save, and then Daigneault got knocked down. An interference call coming here to Dennis-Yarmouth. Tom Julian with the knockdown. That will get rid of the rest of the Dennis-Yarmouth power play. And eventually, Mashpee Monomoy is going to get an abbreviated something here. And here is the face-off one in the Dennis-Yarmouth zone. Shot taken, Noah Tambolio, and a save made by Connor Medeiros. Face-off one by Mashpee Monomoy, but eventually it is controlled by Dennis-Yarmouth. Skated out the center by Zach Weber. Played back to the DY defense. Hammered down the ice. That's icing. Eey. The icings have been frequent here for Dennis-Yarmouth, and that's just, unfortunately for the Dolphins, that was kind of a brain fart there. 4-on-4, and hammered in from the other side of the red line. Not sure if that man forgot that Dennis-Yarmouth not on the penalty kill yet, but they will be in another 15 seconds. This one's skated in by Kyle Gabri. Stick checked away from the middle. Just finding out today, the official, is that is Gabri. More of an emphasis on the first syllable than the second. I've been saying Gabri for a while. We are now on a Mashpee Monomoy power play, their first of the game. Gabri across to Cole Curry. Curry, banned on the shot a little bit, and Josh Benoit able to just poke it out the center. It is Gabri skating ahead. Gabri, offside, Mashpee Monomoy. 7 minutes exactly to go in this first period. .53 seconds remaining on the Mashpee power play. Face-off won by the Monarchs. And Gabri turns and gets it out to the neutral zone where Declan Tolley sends it down. Just about a half minute remaining on the power play for Mashpee. Puck does get out the center, but it's now on the stick of Zach Weber. Can't get it deep into the Mashpee end. Gabri got lucky there. Otherwise, it could have been a breakaway for Trevor Luke. It's Gabri the other way into the middle, and not able to quite finish there was Cam Coomber. It's back for Noah Tambolio. Tambolio plays it back to the point. Cross ice pass now from Nolan McGovern, and then a shot by Gabri would not go. Noah Tambolio back for Nolan McGovern, and then just fed down low in the vicinity of Tambolio. Now he catches the clearing attempt, and there's a backhand from in front by Cam Coomer. It goes out of play. Time to tell you about our sponsors for this one. Cape Cod Healthcare's Urgent Care Centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience. In Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich, get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit capecodhealth.org for more information. That's Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Now played into the Dennis-Yarmouth zone. DY able to clear. Skated ahead. Drop back, kept in by Griff Feely. Fed into traffic. Benoit chasing it down behind the net. Comes out in front. Oh, and a dangerous hit there. I can't believe that wasn't a call. That was a check face first and awkwardly too. Mashpee player lucky to not be injured there. That happened quickly. I'd have to go back on replay to see who that was. Noah Tambolio catches this attempt to get it out of the zone, but that's all she wrote on that one. And Dennis-Yarmouth is able to advance and eventually get away. Benoit has a shot blocked after the drop pass from Griff Feely. And it goes back for a shot from the point. The save is made by Gagnon, and he holds on that offering from Declan Tully. This game's also being brought to you by Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, and they are servicing all your home buying, construction, and rental needs. Call them at 508-945-0460 or visit them online at monomoyrc.com. And also being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, locally owned, family operated, serving the Cape for over 25 years with lawn, garden, wild bird, and pet supplies. Visit the 3 Agway locations in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham online at agwaycapecod.com. Face off in the neutral zone with 4:37 remaining in this first period, still scoreless. Oh, and here's Noah Tambolio in all alone. Backhander goes wide. He went right through that Dennis-Yarmouth defense. Tambolio still with it. He slips it off to Kyle Gabri, who just slings it deep. Now played along the far side. And there it is, cleared out to center. Big collision between Gabri and the guy who played it out. That was Caleb Tolley. Still no score here between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee Monomoy. Gabri tried to get right by Tom Julian. Had some trouble. It went back to Mashpee Monomoy's defense. It was cleared out into the neutral zone, and getting that job done there was Cole Curry. Now played back by Tom Doobie, and quickly out for Mashpee with now 3.5 to go in this first period. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Neither had a full power play. They were on opposite sides of 4-on-4. Played along the far side in the Dennis-Yarmouth end and looking for a possible 2-on-2 here. Mashpee's got the players coming back, and so this turns into something else. Almost with a chance there in alone was Trevor Luke, but not quite able to make that happen. Now it's cleared down by Mashpee Monomoy, and this is icing with 3:06 remaining in the first period. First of 2 consecutive high school hockey games between Cape Cod high school teams this week. Tomorrow we've got Sandwich against Barnstable right here at the HYCC. Looking forward to seeing Barnstable for the first time in person. Got a chance to see Sandwich once last season, the Canal Cup, and actually my first time calling high school games. A good pad save made there by Daniel as Griff Feely shot it from the near side. Daniel stuck out that pad, and he had Josh Benoit out in front. Here's Noah Tambolio, plenty of speed the other way for the Monarchs. Look out. Shot goes wide. Just had a breakaway a little bit ago, and once again, Noah Tambolio getting, stepping heavy on the gas. Centering feed, it whips on out. And Connor Madero says enough of this, puts a glove on it. Third consecutive game featuring Mashpee Monomoy. Hate to tell you folks supporting Mashpee Monomoy, but I think I've only got one more game featuring Mashpee after this one. First 3 broadcasts of the season, I've gotten kind of used to it. It's kind of been nice without the nameplates. Not having to think about on the memory recall so much on the players. That's okay though. Featuring Dennis-Yarmouth a few times this season as well. I think 4 total. Lots of bodies being, they're colliding with one another as Mashpee was trying to set things up. And a player to watch out for in particular is Lucas Garneau. Big body out there. And every collision he's been involved in has not involved him getting the worst of it. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Griff Feely stepping ahead. This is 2 versus 4 for DY, and they've got players changing behind. Drop pass for Benoit. Benoit gets on through to the end boards. And slippery there, move from Benoit. Still playing with the puck, finally knocked off. And there's Garneau just to play it out the center. Collecting this one is Declan Tolley. Across to the near side. Nice move here. Shot. Daniel save. Rebound in front. It'll go back for another chance, and that one with Trevor Luke. And the save made by Daniel. Hand pass called here by one of our referees tonight, with exactly 63 seconds remaining in the first period. On the face-off in the Mashpee end, it's punched around the end boards by Nolan McGovern. And hustling out is Lucas Tambolio. A little trouble there. A couple of Dennis-Yarmouth players in front of him. Not having an easy time of clearing, though, and it's repossessed by Mashpee. It's out to the left point, trying to shoot that Jack Stone. Then he fell. He fanned on it. Here's a 3-on-1 for Dennis-Yarmouth. Mashpee getting back. One player going to net, flip to him. That was Trevor Luke, but it went on through from Tom Julian. Pass the other way for Lucas Tambolio. Tambolio tried to shoot it. Well defended. Came right back to him. And that one sounded like it went off the post, as a matter of fact. Centering attempt, that's right there in the skates of Medeiros. And he's just standing there trying to jam it off. The net just came dislodged. Looks like they're going to try and put that back on, and that's exactly what they'll do with 10 seconds left. They won't blow the whistle, and I think that's a good idea there. Dennis the other way. Look out. They've got just seconds left. And trying to shoot that in front was Julian, but he was dumped in front, and that's how the first period ends. Spirited effort by both teams. Still zeros on the score sheet. We'll take a break and come back with the second period for you from the HYC to see. This is Cape Cod High School Hockey live on YouTube. Welcome back to Hyannis Youth and Community Center for this contest. High school hockey between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee Monomoy. Jim McCabe here with you on the play-by-play. It is 0-0 between these two teams after the first period. Start off the second period. Even strength. Both teams had a power play in the first. There we go. We're back to action here. Thanks for being with us on YouTube Live. First of two high school games this week between Cape and Islands high school teams. And that will include the Islands at some point. We've got Nantucket coming up before the end of this month. Martha's Vineyard's only on the schedule once or twice. Nantucket a few more times than that. Here it's Dennis-Yarmouth of the Mid-Cape. Mashpee Monomoy, of course, the co-op between Mashpee and Monomoy. So that's Upper and Lower Cape. Battle for the puck in the neutral zone. Wyatt Archibald, the 8th grader, trying to take over here. All he does is get rid of it to Josh Benoit. Found out in between periods. Had number 28 on the Dennis-Yarmouth roster listed as Zach Quenville. Quenville is the player, though, wearing number 7. Of course, it's my first time seeing Dennis-Yarmouth, so learning something there. But I think that's the only one that we have to worry about in this one. A collision near side. We had some moments of physicality in the first period, continuing here in the second. This one airmailed into the Mashpee Monomoy end. In the spirit of Christmas, everything's being delivered right now. That was a delivery into the Monarch bench, but everybody appears to be okay. Let's give you a better look at these two benches. There you go. Mashpee Monomoy head coach Chris Peterson, and it's Lou Alberti for Dennis-Yarmouth. Dennis-Yarmouth able to get it out of their zone, and it'll roll all the way down into the Mashpee end. Puck rolls back. It is punched along by Declan Tully. DY trying to get set up here. Rocketed across by Declan Tully to the near side. Battle for the puck continue. And you hear Dennis-Yarmouth saying, "High guy, watch out for the high guy." Got 3 Dennis-Yarmouth players. You got the 2D and the 1 forward just kind of parked out there waiting for something to happen. Tom Julian just ran into trouble, literally. That was Nolan McGovern that knocked him down. Long defensive shift there for Mashpee, so easy decision for them to dump it deep into the DY end and get new players out on the ice. Now it's brought in offside by Mashpee. So to recap for these two teams, their first games of action, Mashpee against Nauset, that 3-1 loss saw a total of how many shots? 40 on net for Nauset against Mashpee. Jack Daniel let in 3 goals in that one, but made some really good saves. It was Tom Doobie with the only goal for Mashpee in that game. Far half wall here, Lucas Garneau able to get it out to center ice. Little short pass by Will Vincent. And the Dolphins are able to get it into the Mashpee end. It comes out in front for Kyle Gabri, and he just spits it out to the neutral zone. It'll go all the way down before it's picked up by Ray Ransom in his own zone. Sent to the near side. And delayed offside on the Monarchs, but they tag up. Plunked off the near side boards, picked up in the neutral zone by Gabri. Gabri drew in his man and then got it across, played ahead by Cole Curry. Now sent into the DY end, a little too far for Noah Tambolio. And it's icing on Mashpee. Daniel stopped 46 of 47 shots against John Paul II. And it was Wyatt Archibald that got the scoring started, and then another goal by Noah Tambolio was the winner for Mashpee Monomoy in that win against JP2. And then we know the winner against Wareham Carver was scored by Lucas Tambolio, but we don't know how many stop shots there were for Daniel in net. That's the only factoid unknown about that one. Got the goal scorers there, but the rest of that info, well, just the shot, the saves. That's the only unavailable info at this point. Declan Tolley able to play it along the near side boards. It'll come right back to him though. Finishing his check on him is Wyatt Archibald. Jack Stone, near side, distributed ahead now for Cam Archibald. And now ahead, here's Noah Tambolio with a step shot. Save, Connor Medeiros. DY goalie stopping a tough one there. For Dennis-Yarmouth, it was Josh Benoit scoring the only goal in that 3-1 loss to Rockland, with an assist from Tom Julian. Connor Medeiros made 15 saves in that one. I'll tell you about DY's second game. It was a 2-2 tie against Nantucket. This one whipped across the blue paint from Lucas Tambolio. And now it's a 2-1 for Dennis-Yarmouth. Julian tried to get it out in front, couldn't do it. Trevor Luke gets checked from behind. That's going to be a penalty on Mashpee. This one is going to be on Cole Curry, right up on the boards there. And this will be power play number 2 for Dennis-Yarmouth. Penalized player is Curry. It's a double minor, actually, so this will be power play number 2 and 3 for DY. Big chance for them on that, what I believe was a boarding call. Right on, that shot from Josh Benoit is stopped by the Mashpee goaltender, Daniel. Daniel makes a save, rebound, score! And Dennis-Yarmouth has gotten the opening goal. That's a power play goal. This will be a continuation here with the second power play coming up. And now here's a conversation that's taking place from the Mashpee bench with the officials. Face-off is won by DY, and they bring it in. Then taking a big check was Trevor Luke. Puck touched the safety netting. That stays in play, but whistle's blown. 15 seconds off the second power play. And we'll face off right at center ice. 1-0 Dennis-Yarmouth. Waiting for the goal to be scored. I'm sorry. I was trying to juggle the phone and my dry erase board, and I was trying to turn off a feature that was blocking my view of the screen, and that's when that goal happened. Still working on getting a camera person to help me film. But it is 1-0 Dennis-Yarmouth. If nothing else, I'll go back at the conclusion of the second period and take a look at that and give you a little bit more color on how that goal looked from here. This one's advanced by Benoit. He drops it back for Declan Tolley. Fed back to Benoit in front. That one goes on through. Mashpee takes this opportunity to clear. Dennis-Yarmouth being urged to skate. It is brought ahead by Trevor Luke. Luke got hooked a little bit on his way behind the net. Now puck back out the center. Tolley over to that man we figured out was Zach Quenville. Quenville's got it, and then now he doesn't. Noel McGovern took it away from him and steered back. DY got a break there. There was an official out in the neutral zone. That should have gone all the way down, but it was stopped. Now picking this up on the cancellation was Trevor Luke. Got checked on the end boards. Shot from the line, handled by Daniel. One nothing the score. Dennis-Yarmouth leads. And my friend over at the Cape Cod Times is covering this. Had that from Josh Benoit, that goal. Benoit with the power play goal at the 9:19 mark, or with 9:19 remaining in the second. Penalty coming up on Dennis-Yarmouth. So give Benoit the goal, but now it's Mashpee going on the power play, their second. Penalized player was Colby Cavatorta. Brought in by Gabri. Gabri passes it back. It's Noah Tambolio across. Sent down low. And now this puck sent back to Nolan McGovern. McGovern to the near half wall for Noah Tambolio. It's back for a hammer by Kyle Gabri, and that knocked the stick out of a DY defender. That was a hard shot puck. Gabri able to hold on to this one. That DY player has gotten his stick back. That was Quenville. And nice job there by Matt Walsh to ice the puck, as it was Gabri trying to skate on by him and unsuccessful. Noah Tambolio had the puck checked off of his stick by Griff Feely. Here's Gabri by himself on the near side. Gabri brings it in. Gabri straight away, shot, score! It's a power play goal. Everybody goes to Gabri. There was traffic in front. Mashpee Monomoy has tied this with 5:14 remaining in the second. Let's go ahead and give that goal to Gabri. Now it's a shot attempt, and able to get it back there was Lucas Tambolio. Settled it down, passed it off, and it's Mashpee Monomoy losing the puck in the offensive zone. It is hustled the other way by Tom Julian. Julian, all he can do is get a weak backhand off, and a couple of saves actually made there by Daniel, the Mashpee Monomoy goalie. Delayed offside. You hear back up. Things I can hear without the headset on. I don't have a headset on for these games. That DY was able to get out of the zone there on the delayed offside, and now they are going to get burned for icing with 4:25 remaining here in the second period. Time to tell you about our sponsors once more, and those sponsors for this game are Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Visit capecodhealth.org for more information. MonomoyRC.com is a website you can visit for Monomoy Real Estate Construction. They are also sponsoring this game and offering real estate construction management and development services. You can also give them a call at 508-945-0460. This one comes out in front, and it's taken by Chad Holmes and played ahead for Griff Feely. Feely dishes, shot, a little deadened there. Josh Benoit, there was a Mashpee stick that interrupted that just a bit. Under 4 minutes now to go here in the second period. Net is off. They might want to take care of that here. They do. Blow the whistle. And that gives us time to also tell you about the fact that this game is being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your four-legged family members happy and healthy. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. 3:52 remaining here in this second period. 1-1 the score on a power play goal by Kyle Gabri. Each team with a power play goal in this one. Dennis-Yarmouth got the scoring started on a goal from Josh Benoit. A little pressure here from DY as we start to pick things up a little bit. Play's starting to look a little more crisp. Forechecking pressure is up from Dennis-Yarmouth. Cam Archibald. Once and then a second effort able to get it ahead. Turnover behind the Dennis-Yarmouth net. And dragging this out in front of his own net, Will Vincent. That gets the job done, but Dolphins don't advance farther in the red line. Kyle Gabri got clipped by Matt Walsh. And a tripping call here Third power play of the game for Mashpee Monomoy. Late stages here in the second period. Chance for Mashpee Monomoy to change the script here. Flip the script, I think, is the actual term. Of course it is. Way too high up there. Hit the ceiling. That clear attempt will force Dennis-Yarmouth to take another defensive zone draw. Thanks so much for being with us here on YouTube Live. See all the people tuning in, and folks, greatly appreciate it. Kind of gone by a word of mouth thing. Really got to thank the schools for sharing links on Twitter for the games live and in archive mode. Just 2.5 minutes remaining here in the second. 1-1 the score. Hyannis is where we're at. This is Mashpee Monomoy working on a power play, but right now, not really able to do anything. Trying to get through a few players there was Trevor Luke. Didn't happen, but then it was back for Tom Julian. And now being urged to send it ahead is Declan Tully. Tully sent it diagonally, not all the way down into the Monarch end. And Gabry didn't get rid of it in time. He was checked by Tom Julian. Motoring ahead with this is Nolan McGovern. He pulls up. 45 seconds left in the power play. All the way across the zone. And a point-to-point pass. Look out here. Could have been a 2-on-1. Not enough speed, though. Tom Julian and Trevor Luke both out there for a while. And so they go with the conservative play and head off for changes. Gabri, one of the alternate captains for Mashpee Monomoy, crosses the line. Near side, Gabri now going to the net. Out in front. Not ready for that. It didn't look like Cam Archibald recovered and passed it back for a shot by Cole Curry that went wide. 15 seconds left in the power play. Curry will hustle to this, and he'll pound it off the boards. He'll get it back. Great passing there. It's to the near side now, Gabri. Down for Noah Tambolio. 3 seconds left in the power play. Tambolio, Gabri. Back to even strength. Gabri's wrister off the end boards. Comes out in front and chopped along. Good diving effort there by Gabri to keep that in. I didn't think Noah Tambolio touched it, but they call the whistle, and it's offside. With 49.7 seconds left here in this second period. 1-1 the score. Now both teams 1 for 3 on the power play after that failed attempt by the Monarchs. Getting into the Mashpee end is Feely. It's back for a shot by Benoit. Blocked. Was that his own man that blocked that? And then from the far corner, right across the crease there, from Chad Holmes. It is collected by Max Aboud for Mashpee. Over for Alex Tosi, and then out to the neutral zone for Aboud. Aboud's got a step, and then checked off by Ray Ransom, and I think we all lost track of time there because the buzzer has sounded. 1-1 the score. We are tied after 2 periods of play. This game between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee Monomoy. It was Benoit the goal for Dennis-Yarmouth to get them up 1-0 on the power play, and then responding on the power play, Kyle Gabri for Mashpee Monomoy. We'll take a break and come back with the third period for you here from Hyannis.
Good, super. You got it. Well, not one covered anymore, but the guys just put in a new door for me the other day. Yeah, one of the younger kids. No. I know you're doing this. Say you're the best.
Watching a telecast today on YouTube. Somebody told me about it. That was awesome.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the third period about to happen here. In this high school hockey contest between Mashpee Monomoy and Dennis-Yarmouth. It is 1-1 after 2 periods of play. They did give the goal that was scored by Mashpee Monomoy to Cam Coomer. They did say that tipped in front. It was Kyle Gabri that shot it from a long distance, and then it was Coomer that evidently was able to tip it in. Dennis-Yarmouth scored earlier in the second period. It was Josh Benoit with the goal. And thanks for being with us here for this third period of action between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee Monomoy, live at the Hyannis Youth Community Center on a Wednesday evening. We are less than a week away from Christmas. Here's Wyatt Archibald, kicks it to himself, getting the pass, and then gets thumped on the near half board by Ray Ransom. This pass does connect to the stick of Chad Holmes. He's got to chase it down, though. And Cole Curry got to it on the near side boards of the Mashpee zone. Now the other way. Good defense, but then a little bit more from Zach Weber as he took down Cam Coomer, the goal scorer. That is going to put Mashpee Monomoy back on the power play. This will be their fourth. At first, that was good defense by Weber. Or, I beg your pardon, on, that was Tom Doobie and Ray Ransom connecting. I had my 8 and 18 backwards there. So it was Ransom, good defense on Doobie, but then he kind of upended him, and that's where the penalty comes in. So it's Mashpee Monomoy on their fourth power play. They're 1 for 3. It is brought in by Noah Tambolio on the far wing. Noah Tambolio, near side now, looks for his options. He tried to get it through 2 DY players. One of them took it away. That's Griff Feely. And then it's back Josh Benoit and he'll go back down into his own zone, and this will rag off plenty, P-L-E-N-T-Y, time of power play, and it was cleared. Made that a little bit more difficult, kind of the equivalent of hitting a bunch of $10,000 portions of the wheel and Wheel of Fortune and then spinning it very close to the bankrupt. That's kind of what that was there. Although if I've watched Wheel of Fortune enough, the 10,000 panel is near the bankrupt, so you know what I'm trying to say. Bought almost a little too much time there. Anyway, it worked out, and now here's a turnover as Mashpee tried to clear it out of their own zone on the power play. DY had some forechecking pressure, but then it was sent down the ice. It is Mashpee Monomoy continuing on this power play for another 40 seconds. It's looked a bit disjointed here, but it's Gabri skating it out to the neutral zone. Crosses the blue line. Gabri tries to step into the middle, shouldered down by Matt Walsh. Man chasing it down is Cole Curry. He's got Tom Julian hot on him. Curry is able to get it out to center ice. Chopped at, and it'll be gotten to by Cam Archibald. And Archibald will just scoop it across. Connects to the stick of Cam Coomber. Coomber just about can't get past the DY bench, and it's cleared down into the Mashpee end. The power play comes to an end, and the Monarchs are now 1 for 4. This one goes right to Trevor Luke on the near side. He'll just ring it around. It will be possessed temporarily by a Mashpee player and now permanently by the Monarchs as Tom Doobie gets it out to center. Oh, big collision. 16 tried to step by 22, and then there was another one involving Garneau. That was Lucas Tambolio trying to get past Caleb Tolley, unsuccessful, and then I didn't see who Garneau collided with, but it was a big one. Puck goes back into the Mashpee end and back out to center ice and gunned in to the DY end by Lucas Tambolio. Connor Medeiros came out to slow it down, the goaltender for the Dolphins. And now it's Caleb Tolley, near side, gets past Garneau. Tolley on the end boards. Alex Tosi, a good hit on him. Wraparound attempt goes on through. Mashpee can't clear, and snaring that one out of the air was Daniel, the shot from Declan Tolley. And that stops things with 10 minutes, 53 seconds remaining here in this third period. That game that Dennis-Yarmouth played against Nantucket, Connor Medeiros made 21 saves in that one. And the goals scored by Trevor Luke and Tom Julian. And this is icing on Mashpee. So we've recapped both games. Took a little bit here in the third period, but got the job done. Here it's 1-1. The goal scorers Josh Benoit for DY, Cam Coomber for Mashpee Monomoy. Right off the face-off, a shot on goal, and Daniel makes the save. Daniel really hasn't made any huge flashy saves in this one. He hasn't been tested that much. Obviously didn't see the game that Mashpee Monomoy played against Wareham Carver, but interested to know how quality the goaltending was there. He played well in the first two. 2-on-1 for Mashpee. A shot by Noah Tambolio. Save made by Connor Medeiros, and he keeps the rebound in front of him. This face off to the left of Medeiros. Tied up in the circle, controlled by DY. And out the center. Long distance offering from Zach Weber, easily knocked away by Daniel. Monarchs unable to clear. Into the middle, nice move, and then right in front. That was Tom Julian passing to Trevor Luke, and Luke on the doorstep, almost able to jam that one home. Shoveled along and picked up by Noah Tambolio. He's 1 versus 3, gets by one man, fell down. This is a penalty on Dennis-Yarmouth. I don't know about that. A tripping call. That's a tough one. Dennis-Yarmouth's bench is furious about that one. If that's on the hit on Gabri or on Tambolio, I don't know. That appears to be what that call came from. This is power play number 5 for Mashpee, and almost getting the second goal there was Gabri, who shot it. And he would have at least factored into the goal. I thought he had the last goal, but it was actually a tip play. Gabri won't be able to hold this one in. And he steers it across for Noah Tambolio, drags it across the blue line onside. It's back for Gabri to Noah Tambolio. Gabri unloads. Save made, Medeiros. That one right on. That one got through a few bodies. .136 remaining on the power play. Good action here between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee Monomoy. It looked like the Monarchs were going to win that faceoff, but it is brought out by Matt Walsh. Walsh slips through a man. Walsh slips through another. Backhander goes wide. 2 moves there made by Walsh, and then he couldn't finish, at least with a shot on goal. Noah Tambolio brings it in, crashes along the far side half boards. A drive from Gabri, save made. Medeiros is cleared, and Dennis-Yarmouth supporters think that should have been holding on the possible breakaway attempt by DY, and I don't disagree. Clear down. A little bit of pressure here, but it is eventually brought out by Nolan McGovern. McGovern with a little bit of space. Pulls up. Got clipped a little bit there. It is back for Cam Archibald's shovel along. It comes out in front. Man trying to corral this. That was Cam Coomer looking for a second. It's in there in bodies and then cleared. 20 seconds left on the power play. Second period was better than the first. This third period is better than the second and first. Trevor Luke, bad angle shot, won't go. And it is Cam Coomer getting it out to center. Sent into the DYN, and partial changes being made by Mashpee Monomoy. It's along for Alex Tosi. He'll wrist one, knocked down in front by Wyatt Archibald. He couldn't quite deflect that in. Good effort there by Wyatt Archibald. Cleared out to the neutral zone, off a stick and down. This will not be icing for multiple reasons, as it's Cole Curry with it behind his own net. Curry will start up. A little bit of space for him to get it out to the neutral zone and make this be icing on DY. It is. That gives us time to tell you about our sponsors for this game. Cape Cod Healthcare, and for Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, here's what you need to know. ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience, Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray that suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit capecodhealth.org for more information. And it's being brought to you by Monomoy Real Estate and Construction. I'll tell you more about them in just a moment here as we are back to action. As it's punched out to the near side. And Dennis-Yarmouth carrying it up the near boards to the Mashpee end. 6.5 to go in this third period. It's Noah Tambolio skating ahead. Blasting by men. Shot! Save. Medeiros. Noah Tambolio just got by 4 Dennis-Yarmouth skaters. It's loose in the slot for wide Archibald. Easy kick save made by Medeiros. It came to him thanks to the physical play on the near side by Noah Tambolio. And there's a player down for Mashpee Monomoy. He's getting back up though, but that's why the whistle blew. So again, thanking our sponsors for this game, Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, providing a unique, comprehensive, and highly personalized service to the regional real estate community. Let them help you create your own Cape Cod real estate reality. Call 508-945-0460 or visit monomoyrc.com. And finally, this game's being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod. Their greenhouses are now open year-round and stocked with beautiful and easy-to-care-for houseplants, as well as great, unique gifts. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. Jim McCabe here with you on the play-by-play on this high school hockey contest between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee Monomoy. Great rivalry between these two teams, and a great game here so far. Deadlocked at 1. Good enough goaltending from both sides to keep this another low-scoring game. And getting past a couple guys here is Lucas Tambolio. Tambolio got off a shot, that right-hander on the left wing, and the save was made by Medeiros. Hustling the other way is Josh Benoit. He's got 2 players with him. It's dropped to one of them. Now trying to find this is Chad Holmes, and play down to the corner with just over 5 to go now in the third period. Punch back. Here comes a one-timer by Matt Walsh, and that one thumps off the end boards. Getting this out of a mess is Nolan McGovern. Sent around the boards, and a little bit of pressure here. Jack Stone, though, got away from it, and it is cleared out the center. That's where Dennis-Yarmouth repossesses. And it's Benoit, captain for the Dolphins, gets by a couple men. He's got one more to beat. He shoots it off the end glass. Decided not to beat that final defender and just let one go where it may. And it went off the glass. Noah Tambolio the other way for Mashpee. Tambolio peels back and just sends it down, and there's on the back door 16 Lucas Tambolio that didn't go to him cleanly. Here's Gabri. It's back for Noah Tambolio. Draws a man in, gets it down low. Finding this in the circle is Max Aboud. Aboud drags it to the slot. Aboud finally gets rid of it to Cole Curry, and then Curry turned it over. And look out for this potential breakaway. Tom Julian. Save made, Daniel. That was actually a 2-on-0, but it was Julian going in all the way. Gabri slips by. Gabri trying to cut in the front of the net and just was twisted around and got a backhander that went wide. Dennis-Yarmouth trying to clear. Good hand-eye coordination there by Zach Weber. It is brought in. Noel Tambolio, he stood up, and it just rolls into the corner and spit around by Tom Julian. Kyle Gabri just kind of skated by. And now give DY the chance to get it out center, and it's Julian. And he just gets rid of it. He had 2 Mashpee players on him. Be repossessed by the Monarchs, and Noah Tambolio gets it out the center. And now it's Matt Walsh sending it as far as the Mashpee Monomoy blue line. Open man connection near side, Cam Archibald. Archibald trying to turn back, having trouble doing so. He was well defended. Good job there. That was from Ray Ransom. Knocked down by Nolan McGovern before it can exit the zone. Shot off the end boards. Trying to find this one was Doobie. And on the near side now, Cam Archibald with 2:45 to go in the third period. Then this player gets a stick knocked out of his hands. It's cleared all the way down. Is this going to be icing? No. Good hustle by Abe McCormick for DY. First time I've called his name in this one. 2.5 to go in this third period. Loose puck in the near circle. Dumped in by Lucas Tambolio, then got hit by Caleb Tully. Tambolio heading off for the change, and of course the puck went to him. This will be icing on Mashpee Monomoy, on Dennis-Yarmouth rather. All right, so 2:02 remaining in the third period, and of course the overtime rules in Massachusetts high school hockey. There is no overtime. Dennis-Yarmouth tied Nantucket. And could they be headed for their second tie? They're looking for their first win. Knocked down, and they call it offside. They say that Cole Curry did not keep that in the zone. So 1:51 is all that's left in this one. Face-off win for Mashpee, and it's just off of Medeiros after it was sent in by Doobie. To the near side, cleared out. And this will be no icing because it'll be chased. Oh, they will call it icing. I'm sorry. I thought Griff Feely was going to cancel that out. .134 remaining in the third period. Dennis-Yarmouth looking for its first win. Mashpee Monomoy looking for its third. It is kept in by Mashpee. What a great chance there for Dennis to win this one, possibly, on that breakaway from Tom Julian. And Daniel made easily his biggest save on that breakaway, with the moments of the game being considered. Stepping in for a slap shot, Cole Curry, and that one kept out. Do we have a penalty here, or just the net being off? Here's just the whistle for the net. Face off to the left of Connor Medeiros. And it's won by the Monarchs. A drive. Medeiros makes the save. It comes out in front, and nobody for Mashpee able to get it. That was Noel McGovern's shot from the right point. Under a minute to go in the game. Been some inconsistent, I think, penalty calls in this one, or non-calls, but what do we got here? Perhaps a penalty? Noah Tambolio's going, and so is Matt Walsh for DY. So that's going to make it, let's see, 4-on-4, 52.5 seconds left. Sure, Mashpee Monomoy not thrilled about losing Noah Tambolio for the rest of this one. But they'll try and get one in without him. And no, actually, it's 5-on-5. I apologize. 5-on-5 here. It was initially 4-on-4, and then both teams sent one extra player out. 45 seconds left in this third period and the contest. Puck out to the neutral zone. It is peeled back. Josh Benoit's got it, and then he gives it back to the defense, Zach Quenville. And now Ray Ransom. Urgency time here, but turned over, and Mashpee Monomoy gets it back. Skated through. Kyle Gabri lost it. Now 20 seconds left, and possibly are we headed to another tie for Dennis-Yarmouth. Out to the neutral zone. There are a couple of DY players cherry picking. 10 seconds left. Pass ahead. Daniel makes the save. There's a rebound in front, and Daniel pounces on it. The first save came in from Trevor Luke. The first shot came in. And Daniel unable to handle the rebound. 5.5 seconds left. Might we see a timeout here? And that is what we got. Just 2 goals scored in this one, both in the second period. Josh Benoit got the goal scoring started and put Dennis-Yarmouth up 1-0. And then it was Mashpee Monomoy responding with a goal from Cam Coomber. Both of them on the power play. Mashpee is 1 for 5 today. DY is 1 for 3. And when I say the inconsistent call, it's kind of more from the Dennis-Yarmouth perspective. They certainly have been loud about some missed calls here, especially in this third period. So here's the situation. Mashpee Monomoy pretty much is not going to get a win out of this one. 5.5 seconds left. They would have to win the face-off hard and get the puck up the ice hard. However, Dennis-Yarmouth, the worst they can do with the 5.5 seconds left, you would believe, is get a tie. If they can win this face-off cleanly, there is a chance for them. And we'll see if Connor Medeiros stays in net for Dennis-Yarmouth. Medeiros does go back to his net, so Dennis-Yarmouth won't take that risk. One the score, 5.5 seconds left. Dennis-Yarmouth needs a clean face-off win. Mashpee Monomoy, the home team, so they get the last change. And the last man rolling out there is Kyle Gabri. Josh Benoit to take this draw against Cam Archibald. And tied up in the dot. Dennis-Yarmouth won't get a shot on goal. This game ends in a 1-1 tie. Dennis-Yarmouth now 1 loss and 2 ties on the season. Mashpee Monomoy playing its 4th game now is at 2-1-1. And once again, the goals in this one, Benoit for Dennis-Yarmouth and Coomer for Mashpee Monomoy. So that does it here from the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. We got to tell you about our next game that is coming up here in just about 24 hours. It'll be Sandwich against Barnstable. First time seeing both of those teams this season. And those two will be getting together starting at 7:20 tomorrow. 7:20, and I'll have it on YouTube Live. Check it out here on my Twitter. That's Jim_McCabe_40. That's where the link will be posted for this one. And of course, look for the schools to perhaps share the link as well. That's how we'll let you know that the game is on the air, and that should be a good one tomorrow. Here was a 1-1 tie between Dennis-Yarmouth and Mashpee, a game that got better and better as it went along. A little sloppy in the first period, a little less sloppy in the second, and certainly here in the third. Both teams really playing with more of a sense of purpose. But nonetheless, it was a good game to watch, and a great crowd here watching this one at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. And so that is it for now. This is Jim McCabe saying so long, and we'll see you tomorrow.